better say.
Are we live? Are we live?
Are we there yet?
Can anyone out there
are we
see
there
us?
yet? Crushing your head. I'm crushing your
Are we
head.
out there? Is
Crushing.
anyone out there?
Crushing.
Hello? Jay, is that you?
Oh.
You all saw me getting born.
It
was
is
great.
you. Hey. Wait a second. Let's see what's happening.
I see 91% uploading, and then when it gets to 100,
Yeah,
is that?
just don't worry about that because it's recording this. But it looks like we don't have any viewers yet.
Amazing.
So
I'll be in my trailer.
So that whole freeze frame we did was just for Derek.
Well, Derek, you deserved it, Derek. You've earned that.
It looks like we have, we got some people from Twitch coming in and from YouTube. Now we can do our freeze frame again. Wait.
Oh, he's doing it again.
Hello, hello, hello. Jay! I didn't know you were going to be here. Hey, happy TrickTakeuary.
Happy TrickTakeuary.
I mean, what a wonderful day today, Valentine's Day, to be celebrating our love of trick-taking games, you know? Yes,
Aww.
yes, the hearts.
Valentine's Day.
And sad, no, yeah.
No,
So,
I have love to give. I have love to give.
Jay, why are we doing this TrickTakeuary thing?
You say it like it was my idea. I think it was a
Did
group
we?
thing.
Was it,
I know, it's something that
just
we
like us bumping into each other at...
I think it's us bumping
PAX
each other at
Unplugged?
PAX, and then
Yeah. We all wanted to like do something with trick taking.
yeah, I wanted to do something with trick taking. I just want to do like a whole month of it. I really like Jenna's idea of how she structured her her content for the year. I was very jealous about that. I was like, oh, that's such a great way to structure your whole calendar. And then I thought, this is all jump. I just want to take it over and just be like, let's just all celebrate trick taking. Mm-hmm. So I got like some cool cats together, like all of you, so we could all like talk about trick taking all month. I thought it would be really fun. I think it's just, I think when like that previous trend of like roll and writing and like flip and writes like came, I don't remember like there ever being a month of like just content creators just talking about their love for this mechanic. And I really love trick taking. I kind of grew up with it, so I wanted to have a month where I could just shout it from the rooftops and share it with everyone.
Mm-hmm. I wholeheartedly agree. Like, I have been deep into this trick-taking realm for like the past couple of years. And I am grateful, especially for Taylor's trick-taking table channel, which is called Cardboard West, apparently. But your videos, you cover so many trick-taking games, you know, having a dedicated channel to it. And it's such, you know, it's such a good resource. You tell the hook of the game. You show how it works with cool players demoing, you know.
Sometimes finding those players is, like, I think I have exhausted the weird little oddities throughout my house. Like, but thankfully, people, you know how people will get, like, fan mail? I'll get, like, fan trinkets. Like, someone will send me something and be like, you'll probably find this, like, working in a game. And it's, like, a little bell or, like, you know, like a tiny little trinket.
I was going to say, you should crowdsource more trinkets and toys.
You should go to Japan. Do some
Yes,
gachapon.
Exactly. Gachapon is like such a good hack because they have so many different, like a frog in a toilet or like there was like a bird, like a bird paraglider.
We have a gorilla on a toilet in our bathroom.
Yes.
Great.
Any animal on a toilet you can find in Japan. That should be the theme of like traveling to Tokyo.
This is what you need.
Oh my god.
Positive scallion.
That's right.
That's so amazing.
Thank you.
I remember living in Asia, I fell in love with stationery, and there was this one store that had a notebook from Japan that was like a stationery, and it had like all this Japanese writing on it, and then in English, it's like it said, "This is the most comfortable notebook." And I was like, oh, it is.
Comfortable is such a funny word there.
I know,
Hey,
right? It's like it's so close, and it's perfect though. It's perfect. I bought it because it got me.
We got some folks in the chat. Do you see the
Yo, yo,
live
yo! What
chat?
is up, folks?
Hello.
Oh,
Oh shoot, yeah.
Kerf is asking if anyone plays French tarot.
no.
Only via Les Plateaux.
Yeah, I've definitely played some French tarot. There's some really cool aspects to it. Like, it's fun to. Have you ever had those moments where you'll watch like an older movie or read an older book and be like still wowed? Like you always think that like new stuff is like recycled old thoughts or old jokes, like that Seinfeld effect.
Mm-hmm.
Like you watch Seinfeld and you're like, oh, Seinfeld isn't funny because like it's been had. But yeah, I played French tarot and I was like, wow, there's a lot of really cool elements to this. Like, I was playing with a French person who you don't shuffle. You actually just like, you get the deck and you deal in groups of 3. So it actually clumps the points together and it clumps the suits together in a really
That's
interesting
cool.
way. Yeah, there's just like really cool things. So yeah, French tarot is great.
Cool. Well, since Taylor, your audio is a little bit low.
No. I don't know. Should I start
How
screaming?
dare you say that about
Aw.
Taylor?
Scream!
How dare you?
Oh, thanks, middle class Joe.
That's his name. I love it. Aww.
To have a name, you're like, can I? Joe,
Very
you're not
sweet.
defined by your class. You're great, Joe.
So, does anyone want to talk about our challenge today about the alien reality TV show auditions?
I think you should, because I forgot the planet name.
I think it was a
that's-
gerbil, right? No? A
No,
gerbil
that-
eating aliens?
I think it was
I didn't.
TrickTakeuary.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So basically right now everyone is watching us as we are auditioning for a new reality TV show where there is this really cool alien crew that is coming down and they're going to take us, well, one of us, up to their home planet on their spaceship, but whoever can tell them what the best 5 trick-taking games are. Like, you only can bring 5, and you have to impress them.
Do you live in LA? I'm just curious. No, I'm just kidding. I know.
Oh, yes, and you'll also notice that all the East Coasters are wearing dark colors.
Whoop, whoop.
I don't know what all that is about.
We're going to form a giant robot later on at the end of this episode, and then we're going to fight another giant alien.
And Taylor,
be
you
great.
used to be on my coast.
I know. I'm bouncing around. I'm technically in Texas. I'm at the T3C trick-taking convention. So
Oh.
it's a good reason. Yeah. Just nothing but trick-taking for the next 3 days. So
What are you
great.
doing
I miss-
here
I miss
talking to
Austin.
us?
Talking with these losers, talking about trick-taking games and not playing them.
All right. Are your games ranked? Or are we just going to go...
Yeah.
I don't know if mine are ranked.
So am I ranking them in order to impress aliens, or am I just ranking them as like these are my 5 favorites?
that's what I did.
I
You
don't
ranked
wanna
it for
say they're my
aliens.
top 10.
You got to impress the aliens. So,
Okay.
who wants to start? Jenna, do you want to start with
I will start.
your number 5?
The trick-taking garden, Jenna.
My number 5 is actually a game that I actually already did a video on, a short form video, and that is Shamans.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Wait,
the
so
aliens are going to love that.
The good aliens, the bad aliens.
Look at the art. Yeah.
Oh,
Very
I see.
alien-esque. But
Are you
yeah,
judging
guys
another
will see-
species? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry. I'll be quiet.
Quiet from the peanut gallery.
We're all just too excited.
The 3-night gallery.
You guys will see with trick-taking games that I like, it's typically trick-taking with like something else that makes it different. So this one here is that it's trick-taking, but then it also has some like deduction, social deduction stuff, where you are going to either be a shaman or a shadow, and your goals for each of those things are going to be different. So the shadow is going to have to try to get the like moon track all the way to the end by not being able to like go into a trick. And they can actually lie and say that they don't have the specific suit to go into a trick when they actually do, in order to then move up that track. And then the shamans, they're trying to, what are they trying to do? They're trying to have the shadows not get to the end of the track, and then also they're trying to eliminate the shadows, because you can actually like get a dagger and eliminate players, which is kind of fun. So yeah, super fun, and I love the art as well. The art is fantastic.
I totally agree. This is a great one.
It looks so good on the table. It's one of the best art graphic design ever. Yeah.
And I don't know if this is on anybody's list, but I totally just remembered that Inside Job is also a trick-taking game that kind of does that deduction thing. Yeah, very nice. That is definitely going to attract some aliens.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Like that alien?
Ooh.
Yeah, you like that alien?
You like that? How you like me now?
All right. Jay, what's your 5?
So I guess I'm gonna go with Cardboard East. So I'm just gonna focus on games from Asia, because my list would be very different if I included games from the West. And then I picked my 5 favorites and the ones that I've been playing a lot recently as well. So one I've been playing recently, Mr. Alien Sir, or Madam Alien Ma'am.
Yeah.
Is the new Trick of the Rails from Grok Games in Brazil. Like, I really like Trick of the Rails already, but this new Brazilian version, the artwork is just so nice. It's really, really nice. The rule book is in Portuguese, which I can't read, so I have my old school English one.
But the aliens can. They can.
They have a better machine learning translate. But I really love the new artworks and the new cards and how clean it looks, especially like for the 2020s. I suck at this game. I'm absolutely terrible. But like what I love is that they also did the same thing from the previous version, where
helpful.
Depending on the player counts, they have it here, so that you'll know like each trick you're fighting over one of these things here, be it like a share or be it an investment into the company itself. And so you're always asking yourself, like, the card that I'm playing, that's going to be what I'm going to invest in, or is it going to be something that is going to increase the length or size of one of the 4 train lines? And it's a really difficult puzzle, and I think that's why I've discovered that I like trick-taking games that have a puzzle, because I like games that make me feel clever, and I want to be able to kind of see the matrix in a way. And if I could see the matrix, I can make a cute or a clever play, then that's what I really enjoy the most. And I love how Trick of the Rails just forces that on you, because it's only one hand. And there aren't many trick-taking games I know of that are just one hand and one hand only. The 2 that come to my mind the most are oddly enough, like both share games.
No trick and trade,
yeah. But I like this one because it also has bite with the shares, because you don't want to invest in everything. You want to invest in a few things.
Good segue there. Good segue. Oh no, we're clapping for you. Yeah, you made my first one that I'm bringing up very easy because of the segue. But yeah, Trick and Trade is a absolute banger. I love market manipulation, and I also love, like you said, Jay, like I have the old version of Trick of the Rails. I love trick-taking games that are just one hand. It's like you play that hand and the game is over. And this one, you are trying to collect cards or shares in the most valuable stocks, the different types of currency, and one of the currencies is going to be worth negative points, so you want to not have that many shares. But this game is, I don't know, it's really good. I'm hoping this one will get a US English edition at some point because it's fantastic. It has market manipulation and trick taking, and I feel like these currencies, the aliens are going to be able to spend this, you know?
The aliens are not going to take me. They're like, trains. What do I need trains for? I have a ship.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor. Oh, wait. Thank you. Everybody out there watching, you're too nice.
It's cool that you piped in the audio from the Twitch chat into, like, we can hear it.
I know, fancy technology.
Super fancy tech, which aliens love. So what I did for my list is, I picked top 5 games to show off to the aliens. This is kind of like, have you ever seen there's like a Voyager Golden Record or like the Pioneer Plaque? I kind of researched this. It's something that they like sent out into space. So it's like this thing that if aliens find, it has like universal truths on it to show that like we know logic and like things like that. It's also really interesting because like they made a record essentially to be played by aliens, and like what music they picked is so fascinating. Like there's a lot of Bach and Beethoven, but then also there's like Johnny B. Good. Like I just love the picks. It's a wild playlist. Anyway, so I have it in terms of that, and then I have it ordered by like how to introduce this to aliens. So the first one I picked is My Favorite Things, and so I have both.
First one.
Oh yes. To show off. Ooh, it's a little blurry. Oh, it's because of the video. Yeah, but what's great about this game, the premise of this game is it's kind of like a party game if you think about it that way.
Yeah.
But you are learning about each other. Like everyone is going to be given a category. Like some of the examples is because I translated the original version, and it's like your favorite Subway lines or your favorite sushi topping. So it's very, that one is like very Japanese. But it could be like favorite movies or ice cream flavors. And what you'll do is you'll write down like top 1 through 5, and then one you hate, and then you'll cover it up, and people won't know what it is, and you have to kind of like play trick taking to learn that. So I thought this was great for aliens because what a great way to play and learn about both their culture and our culture. Like imagine the movie Arrival, but we're playing My Favorite Things. Like,
but they already know the end of time.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
That's
not
okay.
Arrival. What's a different
No,
One of the
Arrival's
other
great.
ones.
I love
One
it.
of the-
I think it's great.
I've
That's a
actually
great pick
never
for the
played
aliens.
that. Yeah, I know.
I mean, we could play it right now.
No, I think you would love it, Candice, because there's something to a lot of people, and I don't agree with this statement, but a lot of people will be like, I don't like trick-taking games, and I think there's like a breadth of what they can be, especially what Jenna, I saw a sneak peek of what Jenna's games are, but like including other mechanics is a really fun way to show off trick-taking, like even like the one you showed, like shamans, like social deduction, right? There's like really cool ways. So I think this is a fun like party game way to do it. So this is
Awesome.
my favorite things. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, wait.
Come on.
Where's everybody?
What is the Twitch
Did
stream
they fall
saying right
asleep?
now?
No one thought that was good. Okay, interesting.
It's okay.
Wait.
You're canceled, Taylor.
Oh, they're there.
Oh,
there they
like
are.
I'm like the deal. Like no one likes me. I'm like the fourth one that's like good.
Okay, I like you, Taylor. I'll send you postcards from the alien world.
That's cool. I want to play that one. And yeah, I love when trick-taking games combine other mechanisms like deck building or area control. Some good stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of, Jenna, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is a very special trick-taking game to me because I have a funny story for this one, which I was told I wasn't allowed to swear, so we're not going to put in the swear word. But this is Seas of Strife, which this is a game that my friends and I played. I have a little group of my friends, Steph and Kat and I, and we played this game, and this actually started like the title of our little game group that we called Boats. And bitches. So that's
Like
kind
it.
of what
I
started
like that.
And we are always singing like the "I'm on a boat" song. If you know, you know. But yeah, I'm on a boat.
Now we know.
So this is a very fun trick-taking game. I was introduced to this by my friend Daryl, and it is a trick-taking game where you are trying to lose tricks. You do not want to win tricks because they are negative points. And a really cool part of this is that all of the suits that are played into a trick, you are going to count up the suit that has the most in that trick, and then that's going to be the only suit that matters. So it's this very cool kind of puzzle of, you know, if I have a different suit that I'm going to play, but then if other people after me play that suit and it ends up being the most, then I'm going to win that trick, which I do not want. So I really enjoy that. There's also a different amount of cards in each suit as you go up in number. So again, really cool puzzle with that. And then additionally, if you play the highest number of a suit, you are then able to, and you do win that trick, you are able to then choose who starts the next trick. So yeah. Also,
Awesome.
the art is Beth Sobel, which doesn't look like her
Oh yeah,
art.
it doesn't look like Beth Sobel.
It's
No,
so
but
cool
it's
to
really
see.
cool. And as like the cards go up in number, the art gets like more vicious and crazy, and there's like a kraken
Yes.
at the end, which I love.
Yes. It's just so
Yup.
cool to see Beth do, because Beth is like, you know, gorgeous landscapes are like amazing animals, and then it's like destruction.
Yeah.
I definitely love me some Seas of Strife. It almost was in my stack, but I was like, I don't know if the aliens like trick avoidance games, you know?
Oh,
So
Oh,
yeah, I was thinking about that, you know?
that's a good point.
it's true.
Also, like a game that plays so well at high player counts, like Seas of Strife does like 5.
Yeah,
really
it
well.
does. It's yeah. There are a lot of the trick taking games I know that play well, like are trick avoidance that play at the
I love
higher
it.
player
Sure.
counts.
Cancellation Hearts or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great.
Yeah, it's one I introduced to like a couple friends at Thanksgiving, and that like now
Rebel
they're
Princess!
requesting it. Rebel
Yeah.
Princess, hey Reggie,
That's a good feeling.
hey Arthur, everybody, Cabbage King.
And Trick Takers, bunch of
Both
So-
are great games.
I'll just mention real quick because we're talking about, or the chat is talking about Rebel Princess. I picked that up the year it released at Essen, and I probably played it like a dozen times between Essen and BGGCon. You know, it's really awesome, and that new deluxe version from Bezier Games. Does anybody know about Bezier Games?
You heard about
I
Disney
do.
games?
I do.
I'm excited about the new, the sequel.
Happily
Oh,
Ever After.
yes, the
Rebel
sequel.
Princess sequel.
Can
yeah.
you give us
can't
any,
really-
say anything?
Yeah, sure. So if people don't know that I'm also the marketing manager for Busy Games. If this list were about the games I played most often, really it would be Rebel Princess because of the expansions that we're developing, and also the sequel, which we're also developing as well. I will say that Rebel Princess is to hearts, as Rebel Princess sequel is to spades.
Ooh,
So
hot
it's-
take.
And I love the theme and how, because it really is a sequel. It's a continuation of the story. It's not just like new quirky mechanics. It's a completely different game, and it's a continuation of the story. You get to see like some of the characters, what they left off, and how they've changed. One in particular is quite funny. So I really can't wait to announce it because the theme is just so ridiculous that we're going to announce it on April 1st, just to see how people react to it, and if they're like,
this
is
a
that
joke?
real?
Is this real?
Is this real?
What, do
It's
you
the
want
same
it to be
artist,
real?
right? I think so.
And yes, middle class Joe. I really dig Barracks Emperors. By the way, yes, I have it. It is hiding. Oh, It's not really hiding.
I really need to get into more
Right
obscure
here.
trick-taking games.
I don't know if anybody can see
Yeah,
it, but it's over
We should
there.
hang out more, Jenna.
I'm the least obscure out of the 4 of us.
Oh,
That's
I've been
not
getting
true.
so obscure with games.
I'm getting
I
there.
think maybe it's just you're dipping your toe in the water. Like once you get a little bit more, like those obscure things become quite common.
Like Trick Shot. That game is kind of weird, but playing.
Dude, playing Trick Shot tonight. Yes, I'm so excited.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird.
You got to take that one to like a smoky pool hall. And that's why it's not on my list, because I don't know if aliens play billiards, you know? So,
I'm sure they're good
Anyway.
at geometry. They have to be good at geometry.
all right. Yeah. Jay, number 4.
Number 4 is a game that I've been playing a lot of recently, and I love it. And a few people that I know that have played it, they either really like it or they just get confused and their brain melts. And that is the Werewolves Beats Robbers Horror. I absolutely
Ooh,
just
don't know
adore
this.
this game.
That one's so pretty.
This is a deduction game. It's basically we're all robbers, and we just rob people. That's what we do. Typically, actually, it's burgle if I want to be correct. But we're going to a village and we're going to burgle all their gold. Unfortunately, they're all werewolves and they're trying to eat us, and we're trying to steal their treasure. So it's a little bit of a deduction game. Like some players, you're a default robber, but some players are werewolves, and it has like this wild, crazy anime art. And it's like Trick and Trade. It's a Mayfollow game, which is just I think Mayfollow games are always raise an eyebrow for me because I'm always curious to see how they introduce Mayfollow, but how they do that with deduction about like, and it's only 2 suits, so it's like one's the lead suit and one's automatically the trump suit. So it plays really well at the higher player counts because you kind of build that trick as a trap to be like, oh well, the robbers want the treasure, and obviously the werewolves want to eat or get tricks with the meat with the robbers. And it's
Cool.
You're slowly deducing like who's on your team because it's the werewolves versus the robbers. There's also like a traitor who scores like a human but is on the werewolf team, which you definitely need because it adds a nice level of fuzziness to it. And you see a lot of clever plays. Like someone might play this first, so everyone's like, oh well, he's a traitor, he wants to collect treasure, so we're not going to try and give him treasure. He gets meat, it's fine. And then later on, they'll play a werewolf card to show that no, they're actually a werewolf, and all that meat that you've been feeding them is part of their score, and so they score more points that way. And it's interesting because these rolls aren't like evenly dispersed at the game. Like they're just randomly dealt to you as part of your hand. So you could have like all of these character cards in your hand, or maybe they all be evenly distributed. But like my favorite part of the game is when you slowly deduce, like towards the end of the hand, like, oh, I'm on a team of 1, and everyone else at this table is on the other team, and it's just so clever and fun. And it's not a game though I think that's for people who are new to trick taking. Like you need to have a good amount of understanding, like the basics of trick taking strategy to understand like the ideas of like why they're playing this way and why they're not playing this way. But yeah, it really does like deduction and social deduction of characters with trick taking really, really well.
Nice.
And
snaps.
We should do snaps and
Yeah.
just change what we do every round.
Yeah.
Next time it's just like jazz hands.
What was the name of that one again, Jay?
oh man, don't make it is a wild name. There's a werewolves trick taking game out there, but this is different. This is the Werewolves Beat, as in like I beat you, BEAT, but the E is capitalized because they're trying to be like eat, but beat.
Wait,
like I'm
do you mean
beating
beat
you.
like as in a drum beat?
I beat you, like I beat you in chess, like I beat you.
Okay.
So like, and then it's, and then it's robbers apostrophe S, no S apostrophe because it's the ownership of all the robbers horror. And I think it's like the werewolves beat robbers horror. The horror is used as like the tale, like a story, like the crazy story, like the story of the robbers. It's a wild name.
Do you think aliens are into werewolves?
I would say that everyone in the universe is into werewolves.
That sounds like a very like diplomatic.
And that's a great segue to my next game. No, not at
I don't
all.
know. I totally forgot about the aliens.
What I think the aliens will love
I
is
saw that.
I saw
I
that.
saw that.
I saw
is
I saw that.
seeing the passion as I'm playing cards when I play Schadenfreude. This game is a banger. I had the old version with the straight cards, and now I have the newer version. I passed that other one on, but this is a weird game because Schadenfreude means taking pleasure in other people's memories or misery, not memories.
Tell me the story about your grandpa again.
fell down the stairs. Like it's all bad memories.
But the hook is the game is gonna end when one player at the end of a round where one player goes over 40 points, and then the player with the second highest score that did not bust is going to win. And then it gets even spicier because if the second highest are multiple players that are tied, show that, that are tied, they're eliminated. So there are lots of really fun shenanigans, but it's a must-follow trick-taking game where the second highest card of the lead suit wins. And the other spicy thing about it is when you win a trick, you take the card that you played and you put it in front of you in a tableau. And if anybody had to play offsuit, you're going to take those cards too. But whenever you take a card that has the same number that you already have in your little tableau, it's going to cancel it away. And you can have so much fun with that. Like sometimes you want to do it so that you don't get too many points. Sometimes you want to try to make somebody else bust. You know, there are all sorts of shenanigans with this game that I feel like aliens will love. You know, you could just picture them in that spaceship, just having a blast, screwing each other over with Schadenfreude. And the one that I did not pick, I'll just show, but it gives me some of these vibes. I don't think the aliens that on this reality show like the color pink, but this game, Fives from CMYK, just dropped their Magenta series where they have other games, but this is a reimplementation of the green Fivora, and it's a game where every card in the deck is a pink 5 on the back, and one player can play their card face down into a trick with the 5. And this is a game where you do not want to have more than 25 points. You want to get as close to 25 as possible. So there's a busting aspect, which I guess I just love busting friends and trick
Are you
avoidance.
saying busting makes you feel good?
Yeah, but you know what else makes me feel good? And again, I would have put this on the list for the aliens. Look at these chips. These are nice.
Chunky.
It almost feels like poker chips. But yeah.
Show that popcorn bag. Show the popcorn bag. I love it.
Yeah. The
I love that.
components, they're not messing around with plastic with this series. It's all paper and like really nice cards and beautiful poppin' colors. Look at that silver. Oh man. Anyways, this one gives me some of that like Schadenfreude feel, but but at the end of the day, I know the aliens are really going to appreciate Schadenfreude. It's been one of my top favorite trick-taking games since I started playing it. So, Taylor, what you got?
That was amazing. I agree with you so much. I think Schadenfreude, it's fun to... Schadenfreude is one of those words where, have you ever had someone be like, oh, there's a word for it in this different language, but I can't, like, it's hard to explain in English. And, like, usually it's okay to explain in English. It just takes more words than one. But, like, I think that's a fun example of showing to the aliens that, like, the different cultures of the Earth, there's a lot of, like, fun... How do I say this? Schadenfreude, it seems really mean, but I think there's some fun to it, especially... someone was saying they throw in the chat that they throw the sharp corners at their friends, ninja style.
Oh, ouch! Oh. Yeah, watch out for
Anyway.
paper cuts if you get that version.
Yes. Yeah, someone was like rounding corners. I think Cabbage King said they like use a corner rounder on that edition.
That is a good idea.
So my game, I don't have I can't well, it's Hearts is my next one.
Aw.
It's hearts? You could totally show that off.
Oh, that's true, that's true. I thought, well, it's Valentine's Day.
Look at that.
We
Aw.
love Hearts.
So much love.
So much love. So Hearts, again, it is Valentine's Day. It's fun to show aliens holiday culture, but also there's something about it. I mentioned it at the top, like there's something fun about trying to communicate with aliens and like letting them know that we know like logic and deduction and like there's like a method to the madness a little bit of like human culture. And when you watch a Hearts game, I remember like not knowing how to play and playing Hearts on like the computer back in the day. You can like understand the rules slowly through like a mix of watching, a mix of like trial and deduction. And I think there's something fun to showing the aliens like it's almost like this math equation in a way. Like it's like, oh, I play this suit and that is going to win the highest number. Like there's like a logic that's always true. Whereas like some trick-taking games is like, oh, well that card beats that card because of this weird, like Skull King. It's like, oh, the Skull King beats the mermaid because of like, and like we understand that, but I feel like that'd be hard to explain to an alien. So Hearts is just like a perfect example of like using the logic or showing them that we know logic. That's my pick.
Yeah, it took me.
Cool.
I remember learning as a kid, like, oh, points are bad in this game. So it's like, I got all these cards. It's great.
I remember bringing over my dad and being like, I keep winning this game. I keep kicking butt at this game. And my dad's like, it says you lost. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, no, I have all these points.
I kind of remember playing that on a like computer game back in the day too, and not
Yeah.
having a clue about it, like how it worked. It's one of those, you know.
Totally, 100%.
But that's a great pick. I mean, educating the aliens on Valentine's Day with a thematic game of Hearts. Really
thematic.
cool. Really cool. All right, number 3, Jenna.
Okay, my number 3, we're giving the aliens a little bit of a challenge because this, in my opinion, is probably like the heaviest trick-taking game. But that is King's Trick Takers.
That is the heaviest trick-taking game I think I've ever
How much
played.
does it weigh? How much
Wild.
does it weigh?
It's pretty chunky. There's some like
Pretty chunky.
there's some like
I never want to teach that game again, but I will play it.
yeah. It's a
I haven't
beast
tried
to
it yet.
teach. But look at there's the chunkies. We've got a little bag.
That bag is so ridiculously. I love
Ooh,
it.
that sounds
So
good.
ridiculously good.
Hirokin's
the-
production is insane. It's so
Yeah, like he puts, like it's like everything's individually like bubble wrapped. It's just nuts. Like
nuts.
opening the Trick Takers like for the first time, I was just blown away by how
Yeah.
pretty it was.
Still need to try the like original Trick Takers.
No, Kings is so good. I think honestly, I think Kings has some of the best card quality of cards I've ever played with. Like they just feel so good, like just smooth like butter.
What is
Look
the
who's
difference
back.
between the Kings and, because I've only played Trick Takers.
I think there's something with the Jack, King, Queen. That
I guess the shorthand is that like Trick Takers you're drafting 1 power, and imagine in Kings you're drafting 3.
yeah, because you don't draft your Jack, King, and Queen in the normal Trick Takers. But yeah, this is a trick-taking game where you are going to be drafting different cards at the beginning of a round. It's going to be 3 rounds, and those cards, you're going to draft 3 of those cards, and they're all going to have like different, some of them have like abilities that you can use throughout the round. Some of them have like some different end of round scoring and stuff like that. So it's very like, there's just so many things that can happen in the game. There's so many variables, and the art is absolutely fantastic. And there's just so many things going on. You have the 3 that you draft, but then you also have your Jack, Queen, and King, which you can use at different times. Your King you can only use once during the game, and that one kind of takes a trick right then and there and beats anything else that's played. And yeah, you're also like flipping over one of your 3 cards that you're drafting in order to make a bid of how many tricks you think you're going to win. And I am obsessed. But like I said, it's a beast.
this. I gotta get
It is a-
this.
It's a beast.
Nice job. This is what we're doing this time. Nice
I'm good at
job. Oh wow! Can we do like the snake to each other? Let's try it.
Who's going first?
Awesome. All right, Jay, what's your number 3?
I thought that it would be perfect to let the aliens know about a little bit about our culture. And our culture is like, once you're over 40, you're kind of done. Like, you're just done. So I thought Schadenfreude is a perfect game.
Yeah.
Because once you're over 40, you're done. That's just, yeah, no, I really love this game. Like, this is a great game. And I recently played a game where everyone scored over 40. Like, just all of us just went over 40, and we're like, what happens? And no, we all lose. And I really enjoyed this game. I love, I think what I love most about it is that sometimes in some trick-taking games where if there's no like mercy rule, some person who's just not doing well may not just get in on the fun. But because it's Schadenfreude, everyone can enjoy watching someone else bust. Like, everyone can just enjoy feeding that one person cards because it's just funny.
Yes. And I, like, the very first time I played Schadenfreude, I was teaching it. We were playing a 5-player game. None of us had ever played. And I was teaching it, and I was like, okay, like, these are the rules. And it wasn't until the first time somebody canceled a card, and we were like, oh, like, the possibilities. And then I like it at all player counts because I played a 3-player game with Ryan and Patrick from TrickTakeuary, and I made them both bust to win.
Oh,
Nothing feels better than that.
That's the street code right there. Yeah, this is a fantastic game. I heard rumors that it's been licensed and there'll be an international release.
Good. I haven't played it yet. I tried to find it in Japan. And
you wrote the rulebook
for the new edition.
For the new edition. Okay.
Cool.
But yes, the rumors are true.
The rumors are true.
Nice.
The the only problem that I have with this edition is that the purple and blue, especially if you play with yellow light, like some people.
But
like
there are icons. Aren't there icons?
Yeah, there are icons, but sometimes that's just not enough for people. But the aliens, I'm sure, see things in a wide spectrum of things, and but I want them to know that in our culture, you're done after 40.
Nice. Okay. Well, I think that Jenna was onto something with the whole Seas of Strife thing. But to me, I feel like these particular aliens, from what I know, occasionally like to just chill, like one-on-one. But they do like adventure. So, Sail. I'm going to present Sail. That's next round.
Yeah.
This is a 2-player cooperative trick-taking game that is scenario-based, and you are going to be playing a must-follow trick-taking game with another player and trying to sail your ship through storms and avoiding islands and kraken tentacles and all sorts of cool stuff. And the special thing about this, I mean, there's a lot that's special, but the special thing that I like is that the hand management decisions, because when you play this game, each card has an action icon or some kind of symbology, and you want to synergize those icons with your partner, but it's must follow, so it gets tricky. But thankfully, you can pass your partner one card at the beginning of the game, and also everybody gets their own pirate. I kind of wish they gave them names. But maybe sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because
if only the development team gave them names. Who could we blame for that?
But they have there are a bunch of different pirates that have different abilities. I wish they had names so that when I log my plays that I could say I was playing as One-Eyed Willie or whatever.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
this game is super cool. I bought Hamilton Cave a while ago. Taylor, I might have seen you had a video or something, and it's all the rules are in Japanese, and I was like, Taylor, save me. Do you have English rules? And you sent me something, and I printed it out, and I put it in the box, and I never played it. And then I got this version. I backed this version, and then I never played it until like a week ago. And yeah, I know. Drop the jaws. Yeah, I just finally played this, and I friggin' love it. And if I love it, you know who else is gonna love it? Aliens.
Aliens.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah,
That's
I
right,
wanna-
boats
yeah.
and biscuits.
Boats and biscuits, baby.
Boats and
biscuits. Oh,
Yeah,
I just wish
oh.
the pirates had names so we could remember them from some like legacy legend
Yeah,
that could happen.
Yeah, I would love even a bigger adventure. Maybe Taylor can tell us about Sail Legacy, which I found out about after I recorded the last BGG podcast episode where I talked about Sail. So I couldn't give it a shout out, but
Oh dang.
No,
I forgive you.
Snap!
It's
Boats and tentacles.
Oh snap! It's so exciting. Boats and tentacles. What's fun is, you will have you will be naming them in Sail Legacy. So they still don't have names in Sail Legacy technically. So we're repeating the errors of the past by not naming the pirates. So I'm super exciting. If someone hasn't seen it, Sail Legacy is a thing. It's actually, I think, which is so wild. On hotness, which is so.
Yeah, it's number one.
I don't know how that happened. Someone hacked the system, but actually, trick taking on the front of BGG is wild because like the Lord of the Rings is number one on the bestsellers, and there's also
awesome.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Also, Arcs, which is like blown up. Arcs has been like a lot of people's number one game of 2024. Like it's so awesome to see people playing. Anyway, long rant about trick taking, but Sail Legacy, I'm so excited. I don't know what I can say, but besides that,
Can you say the
legacy
pirates have
game.
names?
No, we're gonna have to make them up, Jay. We're gonna have to make them up.
Oh.
There is some NPCs have names. Yeah. That
Well-
are pirates. So
Check out Sail Legacy on BGG and keep it on the hotness. Taylor, what's your number 3?
Number 3?
Because I was just
My-
looking at the time,
yes.
and some of us have an out at.
Okay, yes, a speed round. So I was gonna pick. There's a trick taking game about aliens meeting up, and it's called Interspace Conference on Earth. And I was like, that's cool. They can relate to that. Never mind.
that game.
I'll stop talking. Yes.
Is it like a negotiation game? Is it negotiation?
Sounds like Sidereal Conflict. That one is.
So do you just negotiate which cards you get and then you play those cards? That's like wild. How
All
does
I
that
know
work?
is
It's just a
I
weird-
bought. I think the game you're saying, I bought it, and again, I haven't translated it, so I haven't played it. But it sounded like a TI4 kind of like trick taking game.
I want to play that. I want to
was
play
so
TI4
absurd.
trick taking game.
Oh, you got it right. So I switched to something aliens can relate to. The Crew, Planet 9. I think this is something that they can relate to, and also it shows that humans have the capacity to be co-op. So
Work together.
showing off
To work together.
together.
Not just,
is
be
my-
mean
that's
to
my-
each other.
I mean, I think they learned that
Exactly.
from Sail, technically. That's gonna be
You're
like a
so right.
cutaway, because remember, this is reality TV.
That was their mic drop. It's like, I think they learned it from Sail.
You know how like in reality they'll like, pull people aside and they'll interview them, and they're like, I think I
Yeah.
learned that from Sail. Like it's like on their one-on-one interview.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
you're so
that's. All right, now we're going to number 2. We're doing a speed round for number 2, so we could do a slow round for number 1.
Speed round. My number 2 is
Jiraku!
Draku.
Which this is like the smaller version, but I think there was more recently a bigger one.
A
I
bigger
love the
version.
small one.
The small one is so good.
I
It's just
know.
so compact. I don't know why they made it bigger, but
Yeah, it's like so much game in
made
that
it
little
bigger.
box.
yeah.
They made it
but this
bigger so you could
is-
have like little like
oh,
samurai
yeah.
meeples.
Oh.
Yeah. This is a trick-taking area control game, which outside of this game, I typically don't like area control, but when there's trick-taking involved, I'm good with it for some reason. This is really cool because like the numbers that you're playing into tricks is not necessarily just for winning the trick. It's also for adding your troops to each of the different regions. There's going to be 6 different regions, and each region is going to be scoring at different times throughout the 3 rounds and getting you various points. And also the number that you play, you can either go into that certain region, or you can have that many movement points. And you're going to be moving your little troops and your big guy that I don't remember what his name is.
The daimyo.
Daimyo. Yes.
Daimyo.
You're going to be moving them around in order to get control of each of those regions at certain times, which is just so good. So good.
It's really good.
It feels
and
like
I
a
would
nice classic game. Yeah, really.
I would have
classic
had
game.
Lone
Yeah.
Wolves on here, which is also like area majority scoring. But I figured only 1 2-player game because we could only have 5. Speed round. Good job, Jenna.
Speed round.
Good job.
I can't read Japanese, but I can use Google Translate, and my number 2 is Hamlin Cave.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I go back and forth between Hamlin Cave and Sail because I do think Sail is a better game, but like the colors, I don't like the colors. Like it has like this hot pink over black, and it's really hard to read, whereas these are much clearer. Also, like Sail is really cool because like some really cool dude like developed like 14 scenarios for it. But whereas like Hamlin Cave only has like 4 scenarios. But the trade-off is that like with Hamlin Cave, you could set up a game for Hamlin Cave in like 20 seconds. Because it's just the boards have all the things like printed on it. So you just take these boards, put it on there, and then you're done. And everything is printed on the boards. The trade-off is like the 4th one is like kind of impossible. I did take Joe's advice and play it open-handed and see if I could do it. Still couldn't do it. But like it's really hard. But I like this one because I can tell people that this is Goonies the prequel. You're a one-eyed Willy trying to get out of the cave before it collapses, and you failed. Obviously, you failed. And I will say that there are, in the original one, there are names for the characters.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. But I don't know, and I like that you don't fight the Kraken. You're fighting like these ghost skeletons. There, I think that's kind of neat. I like that thematic a little bit more. I do say that like I did upgrade my bits. Like the game comes with like these little bits here, and then I've upgraded them so I have like a nice little like 3D skull and like a pirate
Aw,
ship,
Cool.
and like
Very
a little heart
cute.
here. Yeah, one of the other cool things about the game that I really love is that like there's this. It's just so ridiculous. This is what I love about Japan. They had like this little journal here where it's like the captain's journal, and it's just like completely. It's like the thing in Wormspan where it's like this is the history of all the dragons, but this is the captain's log that you didn't know that you needed, and I think it's really cool that he added this in there.
I love the art on Hamlin Cave, definitely. And
Yeah.
that, like, it's like it feels more piratey to have the like dark colored art. And I agree, like the Sail cards, the 3 suits, I thought there were some weird choices with colors. But
Yeah, it's
overall,
just
I
like
like
the-
I like
paint
the color
colors
palette, you know.
Oh,
right.
no, yeah. I just wish the
Delays.
indexes were better. Like this is just very, very functional, and I like that. I
Yep.
really like how clean that is.
I love a good cutout because then it looks all the same. Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
All right, well, it's a speed round, so we're moving on. Now you're gonna be with me 100%. So, so my next game I picked because this is part of the aliens' vocabulary already, so I figured they'd be familiar with it. And it is Mew and More. Do you say Mew or Moo? I don't know.
Mew. It has the umlaut, right?
Back and forth.
Okay.
It's Mew.
I-
It's the umlaut.
Mew?
Like
Okay.
Uber, right? Uber, right?
You
Okay.
Mew.
Uber.
Sure. Sure, I'll go with it.
Either.
But this game has been around for a while, and I just played it for the first time because apparently I bought the old, like the previous edition, Mew and More, and I lost it. And so I'm glad they made a revised edition. This was, who made this? Heidelberg. And this game, what I love about it is what I love about Le Plateau is that it's a partnership game, but the partnerships change each round. And also, to figure out who's on your team for the round, you do this like open face card bidding that is fascinating. And it's so good. I love, having, like, I like team games also, but I think it's more fun when it's like, oh, now I'm on Taylor's team? You were my enemy last round. Oh, now I'm on Jenna's team? So anyway, I wanted to give them something familiar, something that's a classic. This has been around for a while, and I cannot wait to play. Like, this excited me at BGGCon. Excited me a lot. So
that's good.
Yeah. So this is why I'm probably going to win this contest, but next.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Have fun on Saturn.
I'm fighting words.
Have you played the and more? I've only played Mew. I haven't played the and more.
No, we played the old version rules. I don't know why I did rules like this.
The old version, because after 40, you're done. You're done.
Schadenfreude. Okay, Taylor.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Oh my gosh, we're going to have 5 minutes.
Okay,
I always
do that.
rush it when
My
it
number
gets to
two-
your turn. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Faster! Yeah!
My number 2 is a game. In Hearts, there's a thing called Shooting the Moon, where you capture all the points, right? And you actually make everyone else take points, which is so cool. It goes from trick avoidance to trick taking. So Chris Ray has a game compilation of a bunch of different twists on the game Hearts. It's called Change of Heart, which is really funny. But there's a game in here called Go Shoot the Moon, where someone has to shoot the moon, and you bid on who's going to do it. And it's a super fascinating game. I'll just say that. But I thought it'd be fun to show aliens that we can iterate on things. Like, I'm trying to show off human culture in the best way. And also, shooting the moon is such like an aggressive, crazy thing that who knows?
Yeah.
It could happen. We could shoot the moon in our life.
And I
I'm
love
showing them
your
Chris-
second
and Chris
tie-in
Ray's
to
a
Valentine's Day, too.
A cool designer, so.
Chris Ray is
I
awesome.
think they might be offended
Yes.
that you're shooting the moon.
Another Valentine's. Yes, that's true. They might be offended. Why does this make
Or
You're so right.
they could be like those space hillbillies. They're like, shooting the moon's my favorite thing.
Yeehaw!
We got hillbilly aliens, y'all. All right. We have 4 minutes. That means we each get 1 minute for our number 1.
Go.
Jenna.
Okay, I wanted to show the aliens a game that blew my mind, and I have been trying to get a copy of this, and I finally got a copy of it, and that is Nokosu Dice. It is
Nokosu Dice.
freaking good. There's just something about like the dice integration and then having the two different, what is it called? Trumps. The numbers.
Oh,
and
Super
color.
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, tier Trump is always is always an interesting
wild.
thing.
But it's fantastic. Definitely recommend.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was about to jump in. Whoops. Too fast.
Whoops.
All right, Jake.
Okay. Mine was gonna be Lone Wolves or Four Clans Conflict.
Lone Wolves.
I think if I had to choose between the two, I'm gonna go with. I really like Lone Wolves, but I think I like how the cleanness of Four Clans Conflict. I like how clean it is. Like, I can sometimes see the Matrix in this one, but I can always see the Matrix in this one. And I really love lane battlers and area control games, and this one just felt so clean. Like, most of the time when I'm playing lane battlers, I'm thinking I'd rather play Battle Line, and this is the first one where I played after many years. I'm just like, oh, I think I like this one more. And I love that you can control where you lose and where do you win. And I find that just so fascinating. And that, like, you could even lose a lot of the tricks and still win the game, which is what I find most fascinating. But I guess I want the aliens to pick this because I think they like the number 4. Aliens like number 4.
I have not played that, but I need to. If you're saying you're picking that for the aliens over Lone Wolves, I would like to play that.
It's you
But-
can play this with a regular deck of cards, so you can check it out.
Aw, that's not as exciting. Nice
Oh,
job, nice job, nice
but it's
job.
good.
You're
All
definitely
right,
good.
here it is.
Your
and I'm
crap, Jay.
actually-
Your choice is crap.
I'm actually surprised that Jenna and Jay did not have this for their #1 game for the aliens. Robotrick. The aliens have robots all over their ship, so this is gonna make them feel at home. This is one of my favorite trick-taking games. It is a 3-player game where you play against an AI robot, Droko, right? Droko?
No, it's
What
Robo.
a...
It's Robo.
His name is not Robo. It's Draco or something. And, you know, when you say
It's
boats
Taylor's
and
fault.
biscuits, boats and biscuits to this robot. But this game is just such a fascinating design. And, yeah, it's just awesome. I think it's more accessible, but it needs to be
Yeah,
even
it got
more
picked up by
accessible.
a European publisher. So it's
Now,
a lot
I
more
will
accessible.
say really quickly that this is not for everyone. This is like a little more prog rock, because I had a friend that I was really excited to show this game, and now he says, I don't want to play your esoteric trick-taking games, Candice. Like, so, yeah, I know. Disrespectful.
You had an ex
But-
friend.
You had an ex-friend.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the point is, the hillbilly aliens love their robots. I mean, the robots are running the ship, so
Shooting the moon and robots are my favorite things.
Robotrick.
That sounds so well.
Robot,
All right.
Robot Rick, right? Robot Rick.
Taylor,
Exactly. Oh yeah. Okay. Last one.
bring us
Yeah.
home.
I showed off all the culture. I tried to show off what humans can do. I just picked a good one at the end. I picked Deutsch or Charms. This is an old Taiki Shinzawa game. I had to include Taiki. He's the best trick-taking designer. The premise of this one is cards have a number or a suit, and you'll play kind of combinations of cards, and they'll join into forming a card. So like if I play like a 5, yeah, like in harmony.
To
So,
become one.
to become one, and I think that's our culture and aliens culture, two becoming one. So a little bit of a metaphor there, and that is my final pick.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for watching.
We can make a
our
heart together.
TrickTakeuary
Oh,
stream.
no. What way do I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
So do
see.
it
You're
that way
trying to.
with-
You're
with
trying to
Taylor.
make a. No, Jay, you gotta. Oh. Happy Valentine's Day. Keep loving trick-taking games like we do. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, Porter.
Yeah. That was super
Shout out to
fun.
Solo
Oh.
trick taking. Solo trick taking.
Solo
Needs to be
trick-taking.
more
Beep, boop, bop, boop,
of a thing.
boop, bop. Beep, bop, boop,
Yeah.
bop.
Oh, wait, no.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Awesome. Happy TrickTakeuary.
Thanks, friends. Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, I have to hit stop? Or did you?